the casting of young Lily Bloom, otherwise known as the actress Isabella Ferrer. Remember, she said this on the red carpet premiere.
Did I hear that Taylor may have had some influence in getting?
Yes, she did. Yeah, I know. I don't even know if I'm meant to be saying it, but I'm saying it. Yeah, she was a helpful part of the process of the audition, which I found out later after I got it, and that rocked my world. Yeah. I have no words.
And Justin Baldoni confirmed this in an interview. He said that this happened, but listen to his language, okay? Because it sounds like he's maybe seeing Taylor Swift more than at that one time at the apartment in which she was, quote unquote, startled and never spoke to him again, according to the PR teams. Take a listen.
She told me Taylor Swift helped her get the role, like signed off on her audition.
I had brought in, I was casting, and I had actually brought in and showed her casting tape to Blake and Taylor, and they were both like, "Yes, her." And that's a true story. But she just blew me away. She just blew me away in the audition.
Okay, so he showed the casting tape. Did all that happen in a couple of minutes? Or are you supposed to believe that happened in a couple of minutes at the apartment when she apparently just said, "Hi, bye, nice to meet you, boss"? He then said, "Oh, let me show you the casting tapes for Lily Bloom." More going on there, okay? They're lying to the public. And again, this is because Tree is trying to protect her client. The right thing to do, by the way. That is the job of a PR person, which is to try to signal to the public that she wants nothing to do with it so that she doesn't have to get pulled into this. Now, we should also be reminded that Taylor Swift also allegedly got the lead composer on the film, Brian Tyler, fired, and the guy under him, allegedly for personal reasons. We were told by this anonymous Reddit post, which came out way before any of this broke in the public, and no one believed the person at the time. And yet everything this person has said has now fact-checked true. So they were alleging that Taylor Swift came in there and was like, if you want to use my song, My Tears Ricochet, which they did, again, showing that she was very involved in this film, then you can't have these guys as the composers. And we saw that whereas Brian Taylor is friends with Justin Baldoni, and he's worked with him in the past, and that he had written a score for this movie, for whatever reason, his music was not used. So where there's smoke, there is fire. And they have not explicitly denied that, despite the fact that all of the podcasters and TikTokers are speaking about that. There has not been this denial from Taylor Swift's camp. Then there's this, okay? We went over how odd the It Ends With Us credits were. Sexually harassed, and now we're just mocking him everywhere, mocking Justin Baldoni everywhere. But she thanks Taylor Swift, so bingo, obviously she was involved. Now you might say, oh, well, it's because her song was used. Well, we found out from that Reddit post that it was more than that. They had a sit down with Bradley Cooper, which is why he's mentioned in the It Ends With Us credits, because they had this like celebrity screening of Blake Lively's cut. But then the person said it was like her cut was problematic, so they brought in Taylor Swift's videographer or Taylor Swift's music video makers to help with the edit. Well, then I noticed that in the It Ends With Us credits, there is a person named Stefania Dulowski, and I had not scooped this before. So I was looking up everybody on this list like a psycho, and I was like, who's Stefania Dulowski? It turns out that she is an editor, she's a director, and she's a photographer who previously worked with Taylor Swift. Not just Taylor Swift, but also Blake Lively. This is from Stefania Dulowski's website. She has a list of every music video she's worked on, and this is Taylor Swift's song, I Bet You Think About Me. You see it lists Shane Reed and also Blake Lively. This is Blake Lively in her directorial debut. This was back in November of 2021. So she directed Taylor Swift's video, and the person that did the edits was this Stefania, and they clearly brought on Stefania, Taylor Swift's team, to come in and get involved in this movie. Okay, so you don't get to now go, oh, I had nothing. I just one little run-in here with Justin Baldoni. I have nothing else to do with anything, okay? Then you have the fact that Blake Lively herself admitted during an August 2024 panel, they're doing all of these promos. They're on the promotional tour, and they did this stop, I guess, really to appeal to influencers and speak about the movie. And she just flat out spells out the fact that Taylor Swift was involved every step of the way with this film.